Welcome to Proven and Probable, where we deliver mining insights and bullion sales in the form of physical delivery, offshore depositories, and private blockchain distributed ledger technology.
Joining us for a conversation is Judson Coulter, the CEO of Rover Metals. Mr. Coulter, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks, Maurice. Happy to be here.
Glad to have you back on the program. We have a number of updates to cover with shareholders today. Before we begin, please introduce us to Rover Metals and the opportunity the company presents to the market.
Well, right now it's more like Rover Gold because we are a gold exploration company and we're entirely focused on gold. Our projects are up in northern Canada in the 60th parallel. We're looking to bring a larger in-ground resource to the market by end of the year.
When we last spoke, Rover Metals was working on finalizing a finance, road access, and a drill program targeting 12 areas. Let's begin with the finance that was conducted early January. Please provide us with the details of the finance and how the funds will be allocated.
Yeah, we raised $1.3 million in January at 10 cents, and use of proceeds is infrastructure upgrades to our signature project, which is the Cabin Lake Gold Project. That will be increasing access trails to the 12 drill targets that we plan to drill this year, as well as bringing in a custom drill rig across an ice road and really bringing down our operational costs by utilizing that road as much as possible, including the platform and all the lumber required to build a year-round camp for our workers on site. So I would say about 70% of proceeds going towards infrastructure and operations, and then the remaining is for new hires in the marketing department and marketing spend. Then we'll be looking to do another financing for the planned drilling here in the next month or so.
Speaking of infrastructure, you also received a new permit on the Cabin Lake. What can you share with us?
Yeah, that's right. So we have an access road now, and what that's going to do is, roughly decrease our operating expenses by 35%. We'll be able to move drill core in and out of sight along that road. We'll be able to get, crew in and out to the camp, just as I'd mentioned, sort of the track drill that we're bringing to site, that decreases our mobilization costs between drill targets.
Now, on to the fun stuff. Remind audience members of some of the highlights from the 2020 campaign, including the big feather in your cap, drill hole number 8.
Yeah, well, last year we drilled about 1,000 meters, and we had a smaller budget just because this project hadn't seen any drilling in 30 years, so we kind of had to bring it back into the fold and back into the forefront. And one of our 9 drill holes ended up being the 11th best hole in Canada for 2020. It was 32 meters of continuous gold, averaging about 14 grams per ton. At surface, we had the overburden was 17 meters, so very near surface. So we were very, very excited, and it also helped us identify what the trace mineral is associated with gold on the property. And so we've identified sulfide as the trace mineral. And that's really helped us to identify new targets based on historical drilling that was done in the 80s that also had high sulfides in certain areas of the property. So we're really excited based on that information on what comes next here, the next few months.
Speaking of targets, moving on to phase 2, where Rover Metals has defined 12 target areas. When will the drilling begin? And equally important, when does Rover anticipate results?
The drilling will begin, we're, as I sort of alluded to, there's another financing coming, and that financing is about, 3 to 4 weeks. We expect the drill to be on site already, waiting essentially really for the financing to close. So I expect the drilling to commence as soon as the financing closes, so roughly 4 weeks.
Leaving the Cabin Lake project, let's look at some numbers. Rover is looking to release an inferred resource in 2021. With a current gold price of around $1,700, how does that impact the share price market valuation?
Well, we've done some forecasting on, we have an unpublished resource calculation at roughly 100,000 ounces right now. It's, 85,000 ounces, plus 10%, which was the drilling we did in Q4 of last year. So 95,000 ounces rounding up to 100. We're aiming to get to about 165,000 ounces, at the end of this next drill program. And that would, if you're looking at valuation per ounce, 17,800, 1,800 USD gold price, that would put us at a 30 to 40 cent price range, but that's assuming we don't do any additional drilling, from essentially Q2, Q3, Q4 onward, which I think we will do. We're on pace to do a second drill program later in the year.
Switching gears, Mr. Coulter, please provide us with an update on the capital structure for Rover Metals.
We have 90 million shares outstanding today.
I see that Rover has expanded into new capital markets as the company has a new listing on the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. What is the symbol and why did Rover make this move?
The symbol is 4XO, and we just brought our liquidity, reaching out to the European market, the German market, German-speaking market, big gold bugs in Germany. So the timing made sense. We did our US listing about a year and a half ago. So to add the Frankfurt listing, just to improve liquidity for the stock, and a couple of the strategic investors that came in to the January financing are European based, and they wanted that Frankfurt listing to help promote our stock overseas.
As you recall, I'm from Germany. I'll have to let my cousins know about this symbol. What is the latest on the burn rate, sir?
Yeah, burn rate outside of exploration season remains the same, about 45,000 a month. So no changes there.
And how's the treasury looking right now?
Treasury's great, about 800,000 in the till, and we will have some bills to pay as we finish up this the access road and the recutting of all the cut lines to access our drill targets, but that's at this point all coming in on budget. So,
Mr. Coulter, any final words for shareholders?
No, I think just look for us to hopefully beat that summer exploration window. We're hoping to still be that company that is able to announce drilling in spring and be hoping to bring results to the market in early summer. That's our value proposition right now.
Judson, if investors want to get more information about Rover Metals, please share the contact information.
Yeah, just go ahead and visit our website at rovermetals.com and hit the contact us section.
Mr. Coulter, thank you for joining us today. Wishing you and Rover Metals the absolute best, sir.
Oh, thanks, Maurice.
The information presented on Proven and Probable is provided for educational and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information is not intended to be and does not constitute financial, investment, or trading advice, or any other advice. You should not make any financial, investment, or trading decision based on any of the information presented without first undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or competent financial advisor.